Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mid Manhattan Adult Learning Center family, our esteemed students, new students. Good morning. A shout of hello. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Augustine. I'm one of the case managers of Mid Manhattan Adult Learning Center. My role for today is to orient you about one, the school, MMALC. Second, the course offerings that we have and your D79 account. Fourth is I'm going to tell you more about your tasks leading to your HSE, dress code, and six is our ADA, okay, our actual daily attendance. Welcome. Next, please. So, welcome to Mid Manhattan Adult Learning Center. That is the school where you are in now. We believe in 5 P's: passion, patience, perseverance, persistence, and possibilities. When we say passion, we talk about something that you love. And if there's something that you love, you really look forward to attaining it. So you have to have patience, you have to have perseverance, you have to have persistence. And when these four will apply, possibilities will happen. Okay? MMALC is an adult education of District 79, my dear friends. And it's under the big umbrella of NYC DOE. Next, please. Our school is located at 212 West 120th Street in Harlem, New York City. Our phone number is 212-666-1919. You might want to take that and register it in your phone. You might want to call us for some future inquiries, or if you have any problems or some doubts or some questions to be answered. That is the number to be called: 212-666-1919. Okay? And we are close to trains 125th Street and buses. So you could see here the landmark: 1 West 125th Street. If you're coming from the Bronx through A, D, C train, you get down at West 125th Street. So if you're coming from Brooklyn, okay, get down at West 125th Street and walk all the way down to West 120th Street where the school is located. Turn left, voila, that is the school. Okay, and there's something at the screen. It says attendance is important. Please type your name and teacher's name in the chat box. Write your complete name, please. Not any aliases, not AKA, not nickname. Complete name, my dear friends, and the name of your teacher. Your first name and your last name, and slash your teacher's name. Okay, we need this attendance. We're going to check attendance, and this is one way of trying to fund the school. And we would like to count on you as well in our attendance. Okay, our students enjoy trips, museum visits, special guest speakers, just like this week we have a guest speakers from the police office, family health affairs. It's very on time for COVID. We need to inform you about how to prevent ourselves from being infected and getting sick from the virus, and information on career opportunities. This rings a bell. Everybody's looking for a good job today. So I would suggest that below the screen there is a subscribe button. Please click the subscribe button and the bell. If you click the bell, in the future, you will be notified of some activities, some podcasts, some live streaming that we will be having. So it would be nice that you will be notified about all these opportunities that we are having for our students. Thank you, Carlos. Uh, and by the way, before I forgot, there's somebody behind me. Thank you, Mr. Carlos Rosas, one of our case managers who is behind the screen, who is trying to engineer the beginning and the end of this live streaming. Thank you. We'll see him a little later before we end these orientations. Next, please. The only requirement that you are supposed to be here is you are supposed to be over 21 years old. And you live in one of the 5 boroughs of New York City. What are the 5 boroughs? There is a map here. We have Staten Island, we have Brooklyn, we have Manhattan, we have the Bronx, and we have Queens. These are the 5 boroughs. If you live in Connecticut and you live in Pennsylvania, sorry, but there might be some adult education schools will cater to your needs in those states. But you must live in the 5 boroughs and you are over 21 years old to be with us. Okay? If you are 20 years old this year, next year we will definitely see you. And if you know somebody who's 21 years old and is looking for a quality school for ESL, for CTE, and for those who are wanting to get their high school diploma, refer them to us. We are here to help them, to help everybody. Feel free to type your questions in the chat box sections. If you have any questions, we will answer all of these questions after these orientations. We will read them and try our best to answer the questions. Next, please. Our basic education for task. We are playing with words here, ladies and gentlemen. What's the meaning of task? Test, assessing secondary completions. ESL and CTE classes are held at different times on different days. These are our schedules. You might want to take a picture of this. Monday to Friday from 8:30 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. Monday to Friday, that's 5 days, 9 o'clock a.m. to 12 p.m. Another is Monday to Friday, 12:30 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. You notice these 2 schedules, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. are those people who are working. If you are working in the afternoon, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. might be a suitable schedule for you. If you're working in the morning, 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. might be the schedule that works for you. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 5:40 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have a new schedule. We are trying to answer the needs of our students who are trying to request evening schedule Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 6:15 to 9 p.m. Okay, that's an add schedule. We also have Saturdays, those who are working from Monday to Friday, and it's beyond their capacity to come to school on Monday to Friday. Voila, we have Saturday for you, 8:30 a.m., 3:30 p.m. Okay, just request the registration form. We will forward it to you, and we will give your classes. Okay, thank you. Next, please. School registration is easy. It's easy as ABC. It's easy as do, re, mi. This way to registrations. How are you going to register? Next, please. So we have here the inquiry form. FY fiscal year 21 MMALC fall inquiry form. This is a 2 pages inquiry form where we will ask you to fill up some important demographics. And if you will be able to fill up this form automatically, it will land to our spreadsheets. And the 5 case managers will place you in a class. Okay, it's that easy. It's that easy. However, if you fill this form, and somewhere along the line your schedule has changed, don't worry. We will try to transfer you in a schedule that is most favorable for you to come to school. Next, please. How to set up your D79 email account and how to navigate Google Classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, your D79 email account is important for you because this is This is going to be your account where your Google Classroom teacher will forward all activities, assignments, and homework. Also, where the case manager will send to you your math packets. These math packets will be very important for you to be able to pass your HSC. These are review materials. So it's very important that D79 is going to be activated. In this video, you will hear my friend, Mr. Carlos Rosas, one of the case managers, who will tell you about how to activate your D79 email account. Take it away, Mr. Rosas, please. Okay, it looks like we have a problem on the audio. Okay, so yeah. So this talks about how to navigate your class. Please note, if you are using your desk computer, a laptop computer, a tablet, instructions will be specified herein. Okay, Mr. Carlos is trying to navigate how we could possibly bring in the audio of this video. Okay, there we go. Okay, technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I may as well tell you how by reading the subtitles found at the bottom. Okay, the instructions are going to be specified herein. Okay, and you can make use of your cell phones. Uh, and this information is useful for students regardless of which device you are using. Okay, you receive an email that looks like this. This email will tell you your class schedule. Okay, you see, you can take this picture because exactly this is the kind of welcome letter that your case manager has given you. You were given the schedule, you were also given your D79 email account. Okay, please note that your teacher is going to be communicating with you through your D79 account. So I'm going to explain to you how to set up that account. Okay, you see the arrow there, the red arrow which points towards Gmail. So you're going to start opening or registering your D79 email account through the arrow. You may notice the upper right-hand corner, a blue box with the word sign in. On that box, if you see it on the upper right-hand side of your screen. Okay, now it's very important that you have to close all active accounts before you register into your D79 email account. And the letter is circled in the middle. You see that C there? That stands for your Gmail. Click on the colored circle which says C. Okay, once you click on the colored circle, a drop-down menu should appear. On one of the options of this drop-down menu should be the option to add another account. Please click on the options. Okay, where you click on the blue sign in or the colored circle on the right-hand side of the screen, you should now see a login screen. You will be asked to log with your username. Your username is highlighted in yellow in the first email that was sent. It would probably be made of your first name, a dot, your last name, at d79.com. This is just like logging into uh, any other Gmail address account. Next, the computer will ask you to enter your password. If this is your first time logging, your password is going to be Google123. Please make sure that the first letter G is capitalized and that the characters are in small letters. Then click Next. On this screen, you will be asked to accept the terms and conditions of these services provided by Google. You must accept these terms if you're going to participate in a class. Please be rest assured that your privacy and your information is safe and you will not be shared with a third party. Next, you will be prompted to create a brand new password, one that only you know. The staff and teachers of Mid-Manhattan Adult Learning Center will not have access to that password. So please be advised to use a password that you will remember easily. Okay, write it down somewhere. And one that you will have accessible at all times. Now you should be able to access your D79 email. Please remember that this email is not confused with personal Gmail account. Anytime your teacher corresponds with you, they will be containing you via your D79 email. So it's very important that when you make sure that you log in your D79 account, you want to be on the lookout for an email that's titled class invitation. When you see this email, please click on it. When you open your class invitation, you should see your teacher's name and a blue button with the word join. Please click on the blue button that says join and you will be directed to your Google Classroom. In the next part of this video, I will explain to you how to navigate your Google Classrooms. This is what your Google Classrooms look like. It's very important that you report to your Google Classroom on the appointed day and times that your classes meet. When you arrive to your Google class, make sure that you click on the Meet link. This is where the teachers will meet with the students virtually. After your first day of class, you may find that the easiest way to access your Google Classroom is through google.com directly. Then in the upper right-hand corner, click on the 9 dots known as the waveform. That will give you a drop-down menu. When you see the drop-down menu, you can scroll down and select Google Classrooms. That will give you more direct link to your teacher's classroom. Don't forget, you must be logged into your D79 account anytime that you are ready. To go into your Google Classroom, without logging into the D79 account, you will not have access to your Google Classroom. This next section of the video is for those students who are accessing their D79 account and Google Classroom by their cell phone, be it an iPhone or an Android Samsung. The very first step you want to is to find the Gmail icon, a standard icon that comes with most iPhones and Samsung alike. You can click on that. If you do not have a Gmail account, this would be a fairly similar procedure for you. All you have to do is log in with the D79 username and password. If you already have a Gmail account that is linked to your cell phone, the process is a little bit more involved. Once you click on your Gmail icon in the upper right-hand corner, you should see a colored circle. The one pointed out on this clip. Click on the colored circle. One pointed out, a drop-down menu should appear that will give you the options to another account. You can click on another account and then log in with your D79 user and password. Any student who is participating in a class through a smartphone or a tablet is strongly encouraged to download the Google Classroom app. You can go to Google, enter your Google Classroom. In the search engine, and you should find the link to download or install the Google Classroom. You'll find that this will simply simplify the experience of participating in your class. If there is any questions or concern, email us. We at Mid-Manhattan Learning Center would like to help you and help you especially at these challenging times. Feel free to email your case manager or your teacher. These email addresses can be found on the initial email that was sent to you. From Mid-Manhattan Adult Learning Center, we hope to provide you with a positive and pleasant learning experience in these most trying times. Okay, so this ends our how to set up your D79 email account and how to navigate Google Classrooms. That was just shared to you in our video. Important, if you have a personal Gmail account, sign out of it completely or you will not be able to get into your D79 email account. The state mandates that you have to be actively involved and use our D79 account. Okay, next please. Adult basic educations, the road to obtaining your TAS, test assessing your secondary completions. This is a journey towards high school equivalency diploma. This year, there are many new additional ways to obtain your TAS diploma. There are 4 different pathways. 1 is you have to take the test, the 5 sub-tests, reading, writing, that includes an essay, I'm sorry, math, science, and social studies. Okay? You have to pass all these 5 sub-tests. The second is 24 college credits. If you were in high school and you took AP Advanced Placement, and these are college credits, this might be accounted for your TAS diploma. Third is GED passing scores from 2003 to 2013. The student may use up to 4 passing GED test scores, combination with at least 1 passing TAS exam score. So that means if you were able to pass GED 4 passing GED test in the year 2003 to 2013, you are ready, but you are still are advised to take 1 sub-test in the TAS exam. And the recent addition is the region's 4th pathway. Okay, student may use a passing NYC DOE region score in place of a TAS sub-test. Students must take at least 1 TAS sub-test to use any region score of 65%. I would like to reiterate that. 65% passing or higher. And then here below this cell, it says the TAS assessment coordinator is Ms. Mustafa at room 300. You might want, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to take down or take a picture of her email address. Ms. Mustafa is our testing coordinator who will answer all your questions about HSE, about TAS schedule. This is the lady who will help you, who can answer everything about TAS. Next, please. Have you taken the GED already? Did you pass any parts? If you did, please raise your hand. Oh, I see some hands. I look at my window and I could see people raising their hands. We can help you apply the GED subtest towards receiving your task HSC diploma. Next, please. Regions, this was said earlier, but I would like to explain further. Regions fourth pathway. Do you believe that you passed any regions when you attended high school? Raise your hand. Or from my window, I could see several hands being raised. We can help you apply the Regents exam towards receiving your TAS HSE diploma. Next, please. You can receive an HSE. Oh God, this is a blessing, the waiver. You are eligible for the waiver if one, you have already passed 3 or 4 subjects on the TAS or GED test. So if you pass 3 or 4 subjects, the one that I made mention a while ago, then you might be receiving a waiver. Second is you complete the necessary academic work in your class. Though you pass 3 or 4 subjects from your past TAS or GED, you need to attend classes. You should be physically present in your class, or you should be attending your Google Classrooms. And the third is you remain enrolled in class until the waiver is granted. Your teacher and Miss Mustafa, the testing coordinator, will try to coordinate as to the submission of the waiver. Until then, you are supposed to be sitting down in your class, learning about math, learning about science, learning about social studies and English. And when the waiver has arrived, if it's already approved, then your HSC diploma will be granted to you. Okay, next, please. Receive credit for passing Regents exam. Passing scores from Regents exams taken in high school may be substituted for a corresponding task subject. So if you pass while you are in high school, if you pass social studies, then you might be exempted from taking social studies in your task. Okay? The next bullet is the Regents ELA exam may be in place of both the reading and the writing task exams. So if you pass ELA, English Language Arts, while you are in high school, show us the evidences. Show us the evidences, black and white, from your transcript of records that you passed this. And then we will grant you your um, waiver for not taking ELA or reading and writing. Again, I would like to remind you, our engineer is saying attendance is important. Please type your name and teacher's name in the chat box, ladies and gentlemen. The chat box is right there. We need your attendance. We are checking attendance. Write your name, complete name, first name, and last name, and your teacher's name. Do not write nicknames, aliases, aka names, or any other names. Should be your real names in the chat box. Thank you. Next, please. Don't forget, attendance is important. When you log into your Google Classroom, you must fill out your attendance, daily attendance. So when you go to your Google Classrooms, those who are in remote, the first thing that you do before you participate in any activities that is being subscribed by your teacher, you should uh, write your attendance first to know that you are there. Okay, and this is one way of trying for us to check that you are regularly attending classes. Next, please. Attendance is very important. We request that if you commit to attending a class, you give it your all. You should be in class for every class session, for the entire session. If you have occasional appointment, please let your teacher know you will be absent. Okay, if there are some emergencies in the family, ladies and gentlemen, we understand that we cannot control some circumstances sometimes. So if it's beyond your capacity, physical capacity to attend classes or to go to your Google Classrooms, please let your teacher know, teacher, I'm going to be absent on this particular day because you know you're a member of our family. We worry about you. And if you had not been responding to your teacher, email or calls or text messages, your teacher will forward your name to us. Now we will email you, we will call us, because you know, just like a member of the family who has not been going home for a night or 2 nights, for example, we worry about you. We know what's going on in your life. Okay? So if you have extended absences and you need to be there physically and you cannot attend classes, please consult your case manager and you will have a scheduled absences. Okay? So I hope this is clear. Be in your classroom. Attend classes not only regularly but punctually. Okay? Thank you. You must also complete what is called work time record provided by your teacher bi-weekly, twice a week. The purpose of this document is to give you credit for the work you complete or you completed. This is how your work time record looks like. Next, please. Dress code, okay? We are in school. We are not going to the beach. We are not going to a party, ladies and gentlemen. These are some suggestions on how we should dress in our Google Classrooms or in person. Okay? Feel free to type your question in the chat box. So if you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, please type in the chat box. So you have any inquiries, comments, or if you have some doubts, suggestions, write them in the chat box. Recommended dress code, clothing that is appropriate for the virtual classroom. Polo shirts, button-down shirts, blouses, t-shirts, sweatshirts, or sleeveless dresses or shirts with straps no less than 3 inches wide. Next, please. Our students are still expected to dress appropriately during their virtual sessions. The following dress code will apply. 1. Students will wear a t-shirt, polo shirt, sweatshirt. I know since this is a virtual class, you are in the comfort of your home. Okay, do not wear PJs, pajamas, please. Students will wear appropriate shorts, pants, or skirts. The word appropriate, ladies and gentlemen, define everything. Sweats in good condition are allowed, meaning to say the bottom line here is we should come to school dressed decently. We should be an inspiration rather than distractions. All right? Next, please. Clothing items not allowed. Please take note of this. Tank tops, halter tops, spaghetti strap tops, any shirt or blouse exposing any area above the waist, any shorts or skirts that could be considered revealing or distracting. The word distracting is very strong there. Okay, so do not let your teacher or any other classmates being distracted by the way we dress. Or any item of clothing with inappropriate writing. Example, advertising alcohol or drugs. We don't subscribe to any of those advertising drugs or alcohol. Okay? While the dress code for the virtual classroom is much more relaxed than the traditional school uniform, students are expected to dress and be groomed in a respectful and appropriate manner. The word respectful and appropriate manner rings a bell. And we are enjoining, encouraging our students to dress up respectfully and appropriately. Okay? Next, please. Okay, so Mid Manhattan Adult Learning Center offers many workshops and podcasts to meet the needs of our students. So we have a lot of workshops. That's why I told you a while ago, and podcasts as well. I told you a while ago to click the subscribe button below this screen stream and the bell. The bell will give you a notifications on when is going to be our next workshop, our next podcast. All workshops that we do, all podcasts that we do is for our students. Okay, we might give you some schedules, new schedules. We might give you some informations about financial attainments, any anything under literacy zone. We might give it to you, even for career opportunities, job placements, all those. So it's important that you are there in podcasts and workshops that the case managers will administer. Okay, thank you. Next, please. Okay, so um, we have to answer some questions. If there are some questions in the chat, okay. It says here, Sulahaska, one of the case managers, say good morning, Miss Sulahaska. Nice of you to uh, come down and encourage our students. Darren Hood is one of the students I place. Good morning, Darren. My name is Darren Hood and my teacher is Mark Padula. Okay, Darren Huda says a question. I have a question in regards to attending summer classes. Will there be registration forms given out this month? Definitely, yes. We will have summer classes, but we are still trying to, we are still planning on how summer classes will be held, the schedules, registrations, the survey will be sent out soon. We will let you know, Darren, and we will be very happy to be with you, that you will be with us for summer. Okay? Feel free to type your questions in the chat box. Isa Koroma, I'm sorry if I did not pronounce your name. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Isa Koroma, please write the name of your teacher. Good morning. My name is Isha Koroma. My teacher's name is Miss Dawn Wolf. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are very lucky. You are in one of the best classes for ESL. Thank you, Miss Wolf, for sending your student to us for these orientations. Okay. Darren Hood says, thank you. You're welcome, Darren. Mr. Duff wants to know why Mr. Augustine is wearing a tie. After all, he's so handsome. I'm not wearing a tie, Mr. Duff. Thank you for that. I'm wearing eyeglasses. I can see without glasses. That's why I'm wearing glasses. Okay, I think these are the questions that are being raised in our chat box. Again, if there are some people who are here and they have not written their names, please write your names in the chat box together with your teacher. Okay? So you are welcome. And then another thing is, those who are here, we are still registering students. We have not closed registration so far. Okay? So if you know somebody that is looking for a school, everything is free here. Okay, everything's a blessing. So please inform them. They might be members of the family or friends or co-workers or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Tell them to enroll here. and we will be able to help them. Okay, so there you go. Also, just hold on to the registration form or the survey form that will be forwarded to everybody soon. There will be a flyer about summer classes, and summer classes, be in person or remote. We are still on the planning stage. Misula Haska, one of the case managers and literacy zone manager, is asking, will summer classes be in person or remote? That's what we don't know yet. We don't have a final say from the administrators whether it's going to be remote or in person. I would rather uh, bring these questions to our administrators if it's going to be remote or in person. Okay, but definitely we're going to have summer classes. We're going to have summer classes. Please uh, just hold on to the registration form, and we will let you know if summer classes will be, when will summer classes be held, the schedules, the teachers, and the courses offerings that we will have for summer classes. And I think we are going to have summer classes outside of MMALC. That's the good news. We will have some outreaches in other schools. So that will be in the flyer, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay. So we have 5 case managers. By the way, we have 5 case managers. I forgot to mention. My apology for the 5 case managers. We have a lady, the only rose among the thorn, Misula Haska, is one of the case managers. We have Mr. Karim Nipper, also a case manager. Mr. Patrick Duff, okay? Mr. Carlos Rosas, the engineer of this orientation. The orientation that we have, Mr. Rosas is behind the screen who, make all these orientations and podcasts a success. And I have myself. I have myself. Okay, so I'm the youngest among the 5. I'm the youngest among the 5. Okay. Okay, so thank you for joining us today. This concludes our orientations. And the next orientation is going to be Wednesday next week. And it's going to be hosted by another case manager, a very handsome case manager, Mr. Kareem Nipper. Okay, thank you so much. And have a wonderful Wednesday. Please, again, I would like to reiterate that you should be punctual and you should be attending classes regularly. Attendance is important. Please type your name and teacher's name in the chat box. This is a friendly last reminder for those who are here and they have not written their names yet. Okay? Let your name be counted, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Signing off and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.